Hey guys, SSR here. So, I don't know if any of you know, if you go back and look at my videos, you'll see I was growing some tobacco this year. This is not the first year I grew tobacco. And it did pretty good this year. Wasn't my best year. The best year I had, I don't know, it seemed like them things got 10 feet tall, 9 feet tall, and they'd fall over and then they'd take off up again. Anyway, these this year they got about I don't know, 5 feet tall or so, and I had some issues with some tobacco worms. Probably, like you can see here, the holes. It's probably tobacco worms, but anyway, I killed a bunch of tobacco worms. But I got some really good stuff out of it, and I've got most of it dried already, and or actually all of it's dry. Had it out there in the school bus drying. I just went and brought in a couple leaves just to show you. And these are some of the smaller leaves, but still they're pretty good size. If they were moistened a little bit and stretched out, they'd be pretty big. Anyway, when I was bringing it in, I was smelling of it. Boy, it's got a really good smell. Almost a little bit of a honey smell to it. Smells really good. Anyway, I got most of the leaves off that I'm going to get. There's some still on it out there, and it even still has some green leaves on it too. But I let it go to seed. And these are what the seed pods look like if you haven't seen these before. It'll flower, and then it'll go to seeds. And these little dudes, they're kind of interesting. Like, somebody said there's like 1,000 seeds in one of these. Now, I don't know if that's really the case. I don't know how many seeds is in them, but there's quite a few. So they kind of split open like that. And then if you kind of tear them open, let's see if I can get up here where you can see it. Those are all the little seeds. And they are so tiny, like you've heard of a mustard seed, you know, like just have the faith of a mustard seed. I'm thinking these are probably pretty similar to a mustard seed. And I'll show you like how many seeds fall out of just that half of that pod right there. So they're so little. They almost kind of even blur on camera. But that's what they look like. Anyway, I harvested the seed. I went ahead and let them go to seed, and I harvested the seed. And I've got a lot of it, more than I'll need. So I thought, you know what, I will see if anybody else has any interest in it. I went ahead and busted a lot of these pods. I've got most of them cleaned out now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this seed. If you guys are interested in it and you want any of it, I'll send you plenty to do a home garden or whatever. I think somebody said, or I read somewhere, it was about, I don't know, 4,000 plants. Anywhere, somewhere around 4,000 plants per acre, like on a commercial farm or whatever. So what I did is I figured out how many seeds goes in an eighth of a teaspoon. And I don't know if you've ever bought tobacco seeds before, but you'll get a little packet, and they're kind of pricey. It might be $6-8 for a little packet that only has maybe 100 seeds in it. Now, could you imagine you get your packet and you paid $6 or $8 for what would probably be that many right there? If you can see that, if it'll focus on it. And I just raked that up. But there's probably, I don't know, that may not be 100, but it's getting close. It's getting close. And you don't get many, you know. So when you're doing them, you're kind of trying to be careful, you know, with them. And come on, focus. I don't know if it's going to focus again or not. So yeah, I don't know if that's 100 or not, but it's probably pretty close to it. Anyway, about 4,000 plants in an acre. So what I did is I figured a couple of these would be anywhere from around 3,000 to 4,000 seeds, and that equates to about that many in a package. It's just a little Ziploc baggie, but there's enough there that if they all germinated and you managed to raise up all the plants, you'd have enough there to plant an acre of tobacco. But I've grown tobacco not because I really want to just smoke my own tobacco, but I always think about tobacco as being one of those shtf things to have, like, you know, even alcohol, bullets, you know, ammunition, food, all that stuff, tools. It's a good part of an shtf situation or plan to have some tobacco seeds. Grow you some tobacco, because tobacco is very barterable. Barterable, is that a word? You can barter with tobacco, and probably even tobacco seeds, if we had a real bad shtf situation and you couldn't find no tobacco and you had to grow your own. I think this is a burley tobacco, but I've had several different kinds. I've had some burley, and I've had shoot, I can't even think of all the names of the tobacco right now, but this right here, I've made chew with it also, like a molasses mix with a chew and make like a Kentucky twist or whatever. But anyway, it's a pretty good tobacco, and it makes some good smoke. I have smoked quite a bit of it, and I don't have any issues with it. If it wasn't for the inconvenience of just having to make your own cigarettes, I would probably just smoke this. But you know, if things get worse and we can't afford to buy tailored made cigarettes, I might have to start rolling my own again or whatever, or quit. Anyway, if you guys are interested in these, I'll put a link below. $6, and I'll send you a packet of these with some general instructions on how to get it germinated. And you have to start it in the house, or you have to start it where it's in controlled conditions, between 65 and 85 degrees, 70 to 80 degrees, and underneath some light. You know, you don't bury them or anything like that. You just sprinkle them on top of some potting mix, and just kind of spray it down with a mister, you know, in a bottle, water. And anyway, once they get a little bigger and the temperatures get good outside, and you don't have to worry about frost no more, then you can transplant them to outside. And when they get going, boy, let me tell you, they take off. So anyway, if you're interested in them, you can send $6 to my Cashapp and an email to my email, and I will get you some of these out. So anyway, you guys, I guess that's about it. I just wanted to share that with you. I've got plenty of seed. If y'all are interested in them, just hit me up. $6, I'll give you enough. You can plant you a whole acre of them and become a commercial tobacco grower. Anyway, y'all stay safe. God bless, and we'll talk to you later.